Well, there it is. Hello, this is Witty, and welcome to a Heroes of the Storm first playthrough. Yes, that's right. I managed to get my way onto the Heroes of the Storm Alpha, but not in the best of ways. But however, I am still incredibly grateful because I do have someone to thank for this opportunity, and that is Alex, who otherwise likes to go by the name of Lice Colony. I don't know why. I can't imagine why, but apparently you do. And that's your internet, Akka. But yes, he's currently studying for his finals and he's got some plans for the summer, so he has given me the opportunity to play on his account. And I do hope I don't get him into too much trouble, but I am very grateful for this, so I'm going to do my best to get all of that hero's goodness that I've been missing out on for the last 7 months or so since I saw it at BlizzCon, and I haven't had an opportunity to play it myself because, well, I never got the alpha access, so until now, which is basically only through nefarious methods. Anywho, shall we have a look at the heroes, because this is my first time looking at it as well. I wanted to save everything so that I can have a natural reaction to it rather than having a little cheeky sneak through. So yeah, what I aim to do is just quickly show you what you can see when you basically log on to the Heroes of the Storm Alpha. So to start with, let's have a little look at the menu. You've got your play tutorial, which I'm going to be delving into later in the next video section. We're going to go to options. You've got your graphics, you've got your sound controls, gameplay, social, and language. Essentially, if you've ever played StarCraft 2, it's pretty much all of the same controls from that because they're using the same engine. This is from the StarCraft 2 engine. And that's that. Let's have a little look at this. You've got your portrait that you can choose. So these are obviously portraits that you will unlock as you go on throughout the game, no doubt. And you've got a profile summary that's not available for alpha. Hero quests, these are locked until level 10. This account is currently level 7 at the moment, so I won't be able to play through it as though it was truly a first time playthrough, because obviously it's already currently level 7, but hey ho, I still get to have a go at the game, so I'm very, very grateful. Daily quests, if you've ever played Hearthstone, then this is essentially the new method of enticing players to come back for more, and I like it, to be honest. I liked it on Hearthstone. You get a new daily quest every day, at least I assume it's going to work this way for Heroes of the Storm as well, and if you haven't done it in a few days, then you can stack up to what seems to be about 3 daily quests in total. So if I log on tomorrow, for example, and I haven't done any of these daily quests, I'll still only have 3. So you can have up to 3. And if I clear them all and then log on tomorrow, I'll probably have 1 to do. So you want to look at it this way. You can play 2 games with a specialist hero, play 2 games with an assassin hero, and play 1 game with a Diablo hero. So you can pretty much seal the deal there by going Naziba, who is the witch doctor, because that's a specialist hero, but it isn't an assassin hero, but it is a Diablo hero, so you can get that one or that one. Or if you didn't want to go Naziba, but you may as well because that's 2 games. I'm just thinking about min-maxing here, otherwise you could go Vala, who is a Diablo hero, and she is an assassin hero, but I would suggest Naziba, if you were trying to min-max your daily quest. But anyway, that's just me getting all OCD about this. And match history is not available for alpha, so we're going to have a little look. If you click on the forums, I'm pretty sure that's just going to take me through to the forums, and I won't be able to show you that, so there's no point in worrying about that. If we have a look at the progress of the Ghetto Hamster, as he's otherwise known as well, we have these are the things, these are the levels that you unlock, and currently it's up to level 7. I'm not entirely sure what these do. Apart from the obvious, you get granted access to Versus mode, you get 2,000 gold, you get daily quests, cooperative mode, hero rotation slot. That one I'm not too sure about, but maybe we'll have a look and see how that one plays out. Anyway, let's have a look at the shop, because this is where it comes down to. It is a free-to-play game, and as such, you're going to be expected to spend those monies, aren't you? So that includes gold that you earn in the game, or the easier method is paying with cash, and I believe you can actually do that in the alpha. But of course, this is his account, so I'm not going to be spending his money. I'm not going to do that. That's a bit harsh. But Murky is the latest addition to Heroes of the Storm. These are the newest heroes first, by the looks of it, as you can tell. Generally, I mean, all of these heroes, apart from Moradin, actually, I don't think he was originally in it. Tychus wasn't quite originally, but Stitches, Arthas, and that. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Takes a little while to load up. There we go. Yeah, these are all your standard heroes that have been demonstrated during BlizzCon. Malfurion. Sergeant Hammer as well there. Malfurion. Well, there it is. The originator of it all. Recognize his horns? You recognize those? Yeah? Looks a bit similar to the symbol I have that represents my channel. I wonder how I got that idea. Yeah. And let's have a look at the skins. In fact, if I just click on Murky, for example, it brings up the character and the backstory, which is... And I'm not going to go into too much detail, but you get the idea. So you can have a little look at the back side of him. He's wearing a nappy with a little shellfish at the back. That's great. And you can check out his abilities. It's all very easy and clear to see. And you can scroll between the heroes. So if you right click, you can go on to the next ones.
Hi there.
Apparently, according to... oh, hello, Lice Colony. Oh, wow, you're in the twat. You're in the chat. I almost called you something beginning with T accidentally. I apologise. You're in the chat. Hello. Thank you. Hero rotation slot makes it so that every week you have an extra hero in your free rotation. Ah, I see. So it just increases the amount of chances of heroes, well, the opportunity of heroes that you can play. Okay, let's have a look at skins before I go into try, because that's something I'm going to test out. I've not actually played this yet whatsoever, not even tried it. So there's the skins. It's a little Rainer Merc. And you can choose between multiple colours, which actually keeps things quite fresh, actually. I like that. So not only do you get the skin, but you can sort of, you know, give it, you know, a variety to each skin that you get. Earn hero quests to unlock. So you've got to get hero quests to unlock these features by the looks of it. But the skins, generally, you're going to pay for them. I think you get these two for free. No, actually, you don't. This one you've got to pay $9.99 for. So yes, this is a North American account. So yes, it's going to be in dollars, but that's because they haven't got European servers for this yet, I don't believe. So when the European servers come up, it'll either be in euros or pounds, depending on your your location in the world. Let's have a little look at the talents. I've yet to look at this stuff as well. So you get a new talent from level 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, and 20 by the looks of it. And generally, you're looking at roughly 4 to 5 abilities per talent tree, or per talent selection, each time you hit those level caps. And each of these talents are going to boost your hero in some way, shape, or form, their abilities, or just their movement. In some way, it's going to make them better. So you're going to want to pay attention to those talents as you play through the game. Now, again, I'm just holding out on that try, just making sure I cover everything. So we've got the skins. These are the skins for all of these. So you can either, for example, click on Rainer and then just check all of his individual skins, I would assume. No, maybe not. Unless I click on Rainer from the heroes. So where's that Rainer boy? Let's test this out. Let's test this out to the metal. So here we are. There's Rainer. We've got his skins. Yeah, that's how you do it. So you just select on the hero himself. And you can see all of the individual things about that hero. However, if you go... Oh, Illidan, yeah. Just awesome. Can't wait to play him. Skins, yep, you get all of the different heroes. I really like this one. Of course, I'm somewhat impartial towards the fairy dragon, as you will know. I do have a fondness for the fairy dragons. Unfortunately, the fairy dragon this doesn't sound like the one in Warcraft 3, but hey, it's good enough. It's a fairy dragon, and it looks pretty epic as the monarch. So yeah, we'll come back out of that before I get too distracted by fairy dragons. There's so much to get distracted by, and I could go into all of this in more detail. I possibly will in future videos, but for now it's just kind of like a little quick overview from what I can tell from the game so far, because this is my first impression, and now this is your first impression if you haven't seen this as well, because we're both in this together. Here's the horses. Yay! These are the things that you ride that make you go a little bit faster than walking pace. Oh, I really like the look of that one. It just looks so mean and old and grunty. It's a proper classic horde mount, that one. And the rainbow unicorn. Still looks a bit butch, doesn't it, even for a rainbow? Okay, there's the bundles. Now this is very important to pay attention to. If you're looking at the Heroes Variety Bundle Pack, so pay attention to the fact that, for example, when we looked at a couple of the heroes, if you wanted to buy them, you know, depending on the amount of gold they are, so Valor you get for free with the Diablo free Reaper of Souls, and she costs 2,000 gold, but other heroes like, I believe, Abathur and Murky cost 10,000 gold, which is probably related to, I don't know, $9.99, so the other heroes that are like 7,000-ish gold would be like $7.49 and so on and so forth. So you get quite a lot of heroes here. You get Diablo, Sonya, Tyrael, and Sergeant Hammer, Tassadar, Tychus, Ceratul, Arthas, Falstad, and Taronda. And you get all of those for $28.99. Now, of course, you know, this is a free-to-play game, and I'm paying $28.99. That's a little bit. That's quite a bit for a free-to-play game, especially getting started. But, hey, it is a Blizzard game, and if you've ever played World of Warcraft or anything, you'll know that sometimes some of those in-game transactions can be a little bit costly. I know that the Blizzard are a little bit cheeky with that, but I love Blizzard, and I probably will fall to their little traps every now and then and end up buying a few heroes here and there. But I suggest that if you're interested in doing the same, then you'll want to invest in these kind of Heroes Variety bundles first before buying individual heroes, because you're going to screw yourself over otherwise. So if we have a look here, this is the other bundle, which is like a Tyrael specific bundle. This is the hero himself and then 2 skins. So that's if you really want to invest in Tyrael. That's going to cost you $14.49, so it's not exactly cheap. And the same goes for Ceratul. He's a little bit cheap. And you've got Ronan, that's quite cool. And then High Templar, Ceratul, bringing it back to basics. Arthas and Prince Arthas, so $7.49. That's a cheaper introduction to this hero, but you only really get the 1 skin when you consider it, or the hero. Yeah, and Diablo Kaijo, oh yeah, monster. Godzilla, yeah, no Mercablo. I expect he's going to be a bit more expensive. Uther and Medic Uther, and then of course you're back to Heroes Variety Bundle. Expect loads more bundles as the game progresses. This is still in an alpha, and I've got to emphasize that, as the Blizzard team have been emphasizing that since the dawn of time, or otherwise known as probably BlizzCon. Yeah, but they've been working on this game a long time, but it's been sort of remade several times over the years, and this seems to be the latest version and the most polished version. A lot of people are saying this is about as polished as you could be for an alpha, to the extent that it's not really an alpha, but hey, it's being called an alpha, and it's probably for marketing reasons. Okay, so if we have a look at the play, you can practice versus AI allies and opponents. You can go cooperative, match with other players against AI, and versus battle against other players of similar skill. So I'm not going to click on any of those yet, because I am interested in trying a hero. So let's give that a quick little go. So we go to the shop. Let's go on Arthas, because he's your standard. Hungers. He's your standard Warcraft, in fact, almost Blizzard representative. You know, he is one of the most fundamental characters in the Blizzard universe. So yeah, that's crazy. Apparently your in-game transactions are refunded after updates, along with account resets. Does that count for gold that you've earned, though? I know it's supposed to count for heroes that you pay with real-life money, but do you get... So if I earn 20,000 gold and I spend 20,000 gold on 2 separate heroes, when the account gets reset, I'm going to get that 20,000 gold back, but I won't have the 2 heroes. Something like that, I am assuming that it works for both gold and in real life monies. So yeah, that's interesting. But anyway, let's give Arthas the Lich King a try. So this is technically the actual first time I'm ever playing this. Try me up here. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me. Oh, what? Yeah, no, we're in it. We're still in this. That tile is just mesmerizing. Come on, loading bar, you're almost there. Reminds me of when I was a little kid. used to get told off and go to a brick wall. Anyway, I'll tell you that story a bit more later. Here I am with Arthas and my buddy Malfurion. Well, there it is. So as soon as you start, the first thing I notice is just how amazingly zoomed in this game is. That feels incredibly zoomed in. I am on 1920, so yeah, it's going to be very up in your face combat by the looks of it. So you start off by selecting a talent. So you've got Path of the Warrior. Your hero gains 35 maximum health every level. It's a bit boring. Or gather 3 regeneration globes to permanently grant you plus 3 health per second. I like that kind of thing because it, although the maps or the games in Heroes of the Storm are expected to be very short, it is kind of always cool to sort of have stuff that builds up as the game progresses, so I like that idea. I'll go Regeneration Master. Here we have Arthas's portrait, so you bring that up, you can look at your talents. I'm mounted, so I've got movement, speed increase, and Halls of Storms protection. So that's invulnerable, increased health and mana regeneration can mount instantly. So that's basically when I'm in this section by the looks of it. Let's have a look at the health. So you can see 1040, there's my mana, and there's my summon mount. So that's what he looks like off the mount. And it seems to have a cooldown when you unsummon your mount and when you summon your mount. So your mount, actually, oh that's interesting, when you unsummon it, then you got a cooldown, but actually to mount up, it seems to be instantaneous. Unless it's, no, it's in this section, isn't it? So let's come out of that. Increases your movement speed by 40%. Taking damage will dismount you. Aha, see? So once you're out on the actual battlefield itself, it still only takes like a second and a half, if that.
All shall suffer.
Okay, so we got Death Coil. Throws a death coil at a target enemy. Now this is a new change because I know that Heroes of the Storm has been going through a lot of changes. I listened to quite a few podcasts relating to the game because I couldn't wait to get into it. So I've still been keeping tabs on the game. And yeah, I know that death coil didn't actually used to exist until a very recent patch. So everyone's happy about death coil being in the game because it's a fundamental Death Knight ability. So cool, you get to Death Knight people, and Death Coil can be cast on Arthas to heal himself, so he's got a self-heal as well in there. Howling Blast, it roots enemies within target area in place for 1.5 seconds and deals 36 damage. E is your Frozen Tempest, so remember this is a Moba. Well, they don't like to call it a Moba apparently. They like to call it a hero brawler, but anyway, all of those games of that genre revolve around abilities being on the QWER basis. So you're looking at that. QWER for your abilities. Your R is actually going to be your special, and that's your heroic ability, and you won't get that until level 10, and then you get another version or something like that at level 20. So E, going back to that, Frozen Tempest deals 23 damage per second, slows enemies, stacking up to 5 times, and drains mana. So that's basically an active, and you can turn it on and off. So think of it as immolation if you are familiar with Warcraft 3, except it's cold and it slows. Pretty good actually. Frostmourne Hungers appears to be my combat trait. I think this is some sort of hero special ability or something like that, some sort of hero passive that's related to that hero specifically. So some heroes are going to have this, other heroes possibly won't. I don't know whether every hero gets a combat trait, but either way, Arthas gets Frostmourne Hungers and it's got a cooldown of 12 seconds. Activate to cause Arthas's next basic attack to do 100% increased damage and restore 30 mana. So you pretty much want to be using that off cooldown by the seams of it, because it doesn't look like it costs mana to use. And yeah, that seems to not cost mana. And Hearthstone, of course, teleports your hero back to the altar, and the altar will be right about here, no doubt, and it will mount me up again. There we are. Malfurion's just been sitting here listening to me say this, all of this, and he's just like, oh, okay, you done yet? Anyway, I seem to be able to move out, so I don't know whether I can move through this. Oh, I can. So we're moving on to the battlefield. Here you can see it is the mini-map. It's had a new change as well. You've no longer got this huge sort of border that blocks half the game screen. That is an exaggeration, but there you go. You can ping. So G is your ping. I'm so used to doing Alt G, so I'll probably still end up doing Alt G. Not sure what type of pings you get though. So you hold left mouse button. That seems to be a no. V is a different one. Calls for retreat. So you're going to get different types, and you'll just get used to that when you play it. Here you got the timer at the top and the score between the two teams. And this is the part where you actually try your hero. So let's toggle some minions. So minions and bot on. So my minions are going to come in from the left hand side, and they're going to act sort of like as passive little creatures that you can kill and act with, but you want to interact with the enemy as well. So let's use some Frozen Tempest whilst I'm amongst all of this. Bit of AoE, freeze them down, combat, death coil that. Come here, he's a bit of a noob. And there you go, and I'll turn off my E. He's still got loads of mana apparently, so he might be cheating with my mana. I seem to be able to death coil actual buildings, and I'm going to die in a second because towers hit quite hard apparently, or at least the low level characters. So I'll just keep back for the time being. Easy. It seems like he's got a camera lock, so I don't know if I can turn it off, but I can't do that just yet. I'm proper teasing this guy. Yeah, nice try, you missed. I missed as well. We both missed. Can have one each. Oh. One more death coil for luck. Bring him into the minions. That's it. Come back. Oh, close. There we go. Enemy killed. What a noob, eh? What a noob. Anyway, as you kill, you can see the amount of damage you're doing, and you're getting experience. It's letting you know that you're getting experience, so that's going to be helping out yourself and your team. Well, oh, he's back. He's back already. Let me just test one thing. Oh, hello. I recognise that music. That's Warcraft music, that is. That's nice. I like that they put that in there. Okay, let's come back to this. Give him a cheeky death roll. Noob. I'm a clicker at the moment because I'm trying to just test that my volume and all of that is accurate. Almost got him, but I have to back off. Getting loads of mana. If I use that and a death coil, come on. So he's just going to completely and utterly feed me, and I'm going to win this for my team. So let's have a little look and listen and see if this comes through. Yep, seems like it, because it's quite loud for me at the moment currently, so I'm just making sure that my volume is all good. So there's the toggle minions. Refresh the forts. So basically if you batter down the forts, you can refresh them. You just reset the game. You can level up. That's great. This is basically like the unit tester map almost that I made. Obviously a bit more advanced, but I made a unit tester map for Warcraft 3 where I could do these kind of things and test out hero combinations and such. So I can level up.
Choose a talent.
So as you can see, as I level up, I'm getting access to new stuff. So what level am I now? I'm currently level 9. So I've chosen that talent. You can't re-choose the talent by the looks of it. For superiority, reduce damage taken from non-heroic ability and enemies by 50% apparently. Increases the amount of mana restored by Frostmourne Hungers by 30 to a total of 60, so that's not too bad. I think that's the better one. Depends how much mana you need. Really, I don't know the meta of the game currently, so it's just first go basis. Every third attack heals Arthas, so that's cool. I like that. I like healing stuff. You can reset the level and you can clear the cooldown. So this is a good way to work out whether you're interested in buying a hero. Well, you might be interested in buying a hero, but are you going to go through with it? Well, that's the question. If you're going to go through with it, then you're definitely going to want to try him first, and then that'll let you know. I don't know if I can get rid of that. What's it called? Enable camera follow. When enabled, the camera will follow your hero. Yeah, that's better. I like to not have it follow him because it feels like it restricts me. But as you can see, you can move about freely now, so at least you've got that option. All the creatures and doodads in the background are great. Looks like the king and queen. Don't seem to mind me doing that. In fact, they're pretty boss, aren't they? Look how big Arthas is compared to them as well. He's a big guy. Okay, so C's for camera lock. Oh, I see. I see. Get it? So there you go. That's your hero test. Let's go back. Well, on earth was Malfurion doing anyway? Didn't look like he did nothing. Just sitting there AFK. Must have disconnected or something. Okay. Right. I mean, I don't know what heroes you've got currently. Hide owned. Why would you hide the owned? I want to see the ones that you've got, and hide the ones that you don't have. Well, unless you have all of these. Do you have all of these? I don't think you have all of these. Maybe you do, according to that. I really like the idea of Gazlo as well, like specialist hero, but let's now delve... Oh, actually, no, that's what I was supposed to do. Tutorial would be the first place to go, so we're going to venture into the tutorial, and but it's not too bad. It's not the end of the world.
I hope you're ready, Raynor. This is as real as it gets. As before, our goal is to fight the enemy team and destroy their core.
Now, the way I see it, there are 3 lanes to the enemy's base. We better make sure someone's covering each one.
Oof, it's telling me what to do.
You've got it,
Yay.
lad. Once the battle starts, follow me and get ready to fight.
10 seconds.
That's awesome.
All day long.
Actually sounds like the original voice actor as well. Can't be absolutely
5,
certain, but it does sound like
4,
it. Ooh,
3,
going for it.
2, 1.
A, then to attack. So that's A
Raynor,
move.
I can
Doink.
use your assistance in this lane.
I'm here already. Come on, let's do this,
Very
bruh.
clever.
So this is the tutorial. It's going to guide the newbies through the game so they don't get completely crushed when they start the game. Ufa looks confused. What's up?
Raiders roll.
Okay, so I should really look at the
Whenever you
abilities.
kill enemy minions, heroes, or structures, our team gains experience.
You know what he looks like? He looks like Minx from StarCraft 2.
This bar shows the experience of both teams. Once the blue bar fills entirely, our team levels up, and we each grow stronger.
Let's go get us a level then. One in each chamber.
Thank you, Lice. So, if I get that golds, I might purchase a few heroes or so. Obviously, this all goes to you anyway, so it's cool. And it's a big thank you as well for giving me the opportunity to play this. Because goodness knows when I actually really get the genuine opportunity to play. Ranged heroes could be good for the attack move. Attack move micro.
Well done, we've leveled up. Your stats have increased, and your abilities have become stronger.
Yeah! Go me! I'm so good! Oh! That Diablo's not getting back, is he? Diablo!
Enemy draws first blood.
Okay, so we're going to want to knock this dude back. I should really have a look at those abilities. I know what they are, kind
A
of.
valiant strike.
But let's have a look, shall we? Penetrating round, so you penetrate the enemy, and you push them back, and it deals damage. It's got a cooldown of 12 seconds and costs 60 mana. Inspire is basically like a buff for yourself, and it also buffs up allies, I think. I'm just going to hold position here so he doesn't get himself suicided whilst I'm talking. Inspire, mana 50, so cooldown is 15 seconds. Get back. And it buffs himself for 20% bonus attack speed and damage for 8 seconds. Nearby allies gain half of this bonus whilst near Raynor, so you can see the radius there if I hover over the actual ability.
Raynor,
That Diablo.
use your inspire ability to strengthen our attacks.
It's like I pushed Tychus into Diablo and got him killed. I can see now, it doesn't feel as zoomed in now that I'm having the combat, if you know what I mean. But I still feel like it could be zoomed out just a little bit more, because if I'm going to get ganked by someone down here, I kind of want to know. With that current camera view, I can't see anything coming through that little alleyway, and it'll make me paranoid. Anyway, Adrenaline Rush automatically activates to heal Raynor for 400 when he is below 30% health. So this is a passive, I can't activate that, so if I spam E, I ain't getting nothing.
Raynor,
Pick up the regeneration
we could use
globes,
your help
and
over
surprisingly
here.
enough, they
We're
regenerate
going
your
to
health and mana.
encourage a few of these siege giants to join our side.
Right on.
Oh, it's giving me directions to get to those mercenaries in case I couldn't do it myself. Heroic ability. I can yet to get that. And lead from the front. I don't know if I can activate this. Enemies killed within a short time of being damaged by Raynor reduce the cooldown of his abilities by 1 second. So if I use an ability that killed that guy, I'm going to reduce it by 1 second.
Right-clicking cancels an ability. Use left-click to cast Penetrating Round. There we are. Once a mercenary camp is defeated, they'll join us in battle, attacking down the nearest lane.
All right, I say we escort these siege critters to the enemy's fort and bust that dang thing apart. Good.
Let's get in there. Let's raid them good.
Killing spree.
Siege giants
Oh,
are
there's
quite
5 of us. I don't think
effective
they're going to
at
stand much of a
destroying
chance.
forts at long range.
Let's go for the towers. The siege giants are mercenaries. In this game, you have mercenaries that you can pick up, and essentially, like he said, Uber said, you encourage them to fight you by basically defeating them and then standing on the actual area, which will have a little circle by it. And once you've stood there long enough, then you gather, or you basically get control of those creeps. But you don't get specific control of them, they just automatically fight for you. However, it is a contested area, and if the enemy are there also, when that little zone that you stand in is available and you defeated the mobs, they could defeat you and actually stand in that zone and then take the mobs for themselves. So you've got to be careful of that. So I want to inspire as much as possible really, because as you can see I've got all 5 allies nearby and even the siege giants, so we're just going to completely and utterly face roll over this. Inspire again, it's a really short cooldown. So essentially at the moment I only have 2 abilities with Raynor. It's very straightforward.
Pull back, lad. It's dangerous to attack a tower without our minions.
That's alright, I just got healed by my
Your
ability.
heroic ability, an incredibly powerful skill that turns the tide.
I'm gonna use it now, it's Hyperion!
When you use it.
It takes out Tychus, he's the one that should know the most to stay away from Hyperion. So this is on Ultra at the moment and I'm recording. So it's pretty well optimized, pretty smooth, and I don't have a very powerful computer, so if you're curious about how accessible this is for you, then yeah, it's pretty accessible I would say. If you can run StarCraft 2 pretty well, then you should be able to run this quite well. In future I might put the graphics down a little bit because I still have a very basic, I mean my computer's like 4 years old now, so that's to give you a little indication as to how well advanced I am when it comes to the games of today. Is yeah, I'm a little bit behind at the times, so yeah, I could do with a few upgrades, but nonetheless, like I say, this is Ultra and it's still running pretty damn well. I can't quite see what the FPS is, but if I was to guess, it would be like 35 to 40 FPS at the moment, so that's still acceptable. And obviously, I have the option to turn down the graphics settings, which will not be allowed. Get back. Shall I Hyperion him? It'll be like most unnecessary Hyperion. I'll do a mana Hyperion
Cancels an ability.
by sending it into their main.
Click to summon the Hyperion.
Wrong way! It keeps going for me, that pesky core. I think it's called a core. Come on, inspire the enemy. I think the enemy have given up. Oh no, they haven't. Oh, got a little bit laggy there. I missed my thing. Oh no, Tychus, you're making me look bad. Uber doesn't seem to want to die. And he's gonna go down. It has to happen. But he comes back as a ghost. And he's still having a go at it, look. He's still having a go. Come on, we can do this. Can we get it? Can we get it? Is it gonna be enough? Yeah! The core is down. Good job, Ufa. Even when you're dead, you're still kicking ass. And the victory is mine. Well, there it is. I am assuming that's all there is to the tutorial. I have to say, that's probably enough to get you going, but I'm obviously an experienced RTS player, and I've played a few Mobas, or Hero Brawlers. I'm not sure how to call it now, because this likes to be called a Hero Brawler. Oh, the political correctness. But anyway, yeah, if I was a brand new player, I would say that was not enough. It was very clear to what you were doing, but things happened actually very fast. And as a brand new player, I would find that actually a bit intimidating how fast that all happened, because I was following the instructions And then before I knew it, I was like in the enemy base trying to, you know, survive getting attacked by the core and the enemy heroes that are coming out of their main spawn point and have all the bonuses and the enemy minions. And there's only really me and Ufa at the end of it after all the other heroes have died. So maybe they would die and they'd experience what it'd be like to die and then resurrect and then come back. And I could see how the tutorial might continue a bit longer there. But otherwise, that all happened very quickly. Anyway, I'm going to make sure, out of the OCD-ness, that there isn't another stage to the tutorial once I play it again, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to repeat. So I'm just trying to make sure, for you and me, that is it. That was the second tutorial. Oh, I see. Fair enough. That would explain why it was a bit more fast-paced. I guess you got bored after the first tutorial and didn't do any more. Oh, you missed the first one since I ran it. Oh, I see it. So the first tutorial obviously would have been a lot slower paced. I understand. That would have been a lot more basic. This one pretty much putting you into a fight.
I could use your assistance in this
And it looks like that means you get 2 tutorials, because Lice is telling me that he's done the first one, and this seems to be a repeat of the second one since it's the same map, and Ufa was having a go at me, telling me to help him in this lane as well. Let's see if it's the same heroes too. Come on, come at me. I can't dance, I don't think, or anything like that. It'd be cool when they put in like dance animations for the heroes and whatnot, taunts.
Raiders roll.
Whenever you kill enemy minions, heroes, or structures, our team gains experience.
Yay. Huh. I can stop time. Ufa is
This bar
just
shows
too
the
good.
experience of both
Okay,
teams.
so that is the same thing.
Once the blue bar
Help
fills entirely.
Ufa. He won't stop talking. Alright then, well there's your tutorial. Short but sweet. Okay, well let's delve into, I guess, a practice game. And then see where we go from there. I'm downloading apparently. See what the practice has in store. So this is where you select your heroes. So this is getting you more prepped up for an actual normal game. So I can choose between Faustad, Nazebo. Who's called Nazebo in this? What the hell? Used to be Nazeba. You've changed your name to Nazebo. Why the hell is your name Nazebo now? Okay. Tassadar, Arthas, Moradin, and Reyna. And Seratul. That's annoying because I kind of want to complete the actual daily quests, but at the same time I really want to play Moradin because he's the Mountain King. Stormbolt, Stormbolt, Stormbolt. I think I might have to go Moradin just because it's Moradin. Let's have a look at the skins. So I've got a great variety of skins to choose from currently. And a mount. So very basic start off. My abilities: Stormbolt, throw a hammer, stunning and damaging the first enemy hit, Thunderclap, slow and damage nearby enemies, and Dwarf Toss. Yeah, that's from the Lord of the Rings. Leap to an area, dealing damage to nearby enemies. You toss yourself though, basically, and this is PG rated. Avatar, gains health and attacks stun enemies. Haymaker, deals heavy damage, knocks the target back. The Haymaker looks like fun for trolling and pushing people away, but I assume that Avatar's easily going to be the better one, unless you're in a very specific team setup. But Second Wind is a combat trait. Regenerate health when not taking damage. That's pretty sick. That would be a very good one. And he is a tanky character, so it's part of his duty. So let's go for ready.
Ready for action!
And these are random heroes that are going to be assigned to my team. Aye, it's Dragonshire. Yeah. So in Dragonshire, you've got to control the shrines. There are 2 shrines your team need to control to activate the Dragon Knight statue and free the Dragon Knight. While activated, bring a hero. You just. I won't complain. It's a quick enough load time. Path of the Warrior or Perfect Storm. Stormbolt's damage is permanently increased by 5 for each enemy hero hit. Well, I think that's a no-brainer. Again, this is where I feel super zoomed in. We'll see how we get on. That core is kind of low on health. What's going on with that? As you can see the timer, it's 14 seconds.
Battle commencing in 10
Now,
seconds.
the top lane and the bottom lane give you access to the moon and such, so I'll let my allies go to other lanes, and I'll take the top lane and the bottom lane, making sure that we get access to that dragon ASAP, because that's one of the game mechanics, and Heroes of the Storm seems to be very focused on its game mechanics. So let's have a little stop here, look at the abilities. Storm Bolt, 16 mana, it's a skill shot. Oh, it looks, oh, it's an actual skill shot. You don't target a hero and use it, you've got to throw it. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's not quite as long as the range in Warcraft 3, but it's still cool. Thunderclap, so that's just going to slow people down, and Dwarf Toss, so that leaps. So that's good to get into the action, but again, short ranged. So let's get some hits in. I'll wait until he gets a bit lower. He'll probably start running away soon. If he doesn't, then I'll just stun him now. Hold it. I took quite a bit of damage there from the minions. Here's your, well, your Moonwells. That's what I would call it. Bit of a combo breaker. It's not quite as quick as I'd like. But that's possibly because this is something I came across, or sort of people were mentioning in the forums, is your character turns around, said, look, if I want to go for Reyna, I've got to wait until I turn around before I can sort of use my ability, I think. No, actually that's a lie. It feels a bit weird though, because I'm used to League of Legends, where I come from. So it doesn't feel quite as quick as it could be. Hammer in the back. Cheeky jab. That'll do it. I can choose a talent, so let's do that. Sledgehammer. Stormbolt deals 400% damage to minions and structures and destroys 4 ammo for structures, so that's good for, you know, if you're going for a more specialist route. Or crowd control. Each enemy hit by a thunderclap reduces the cooldown of thunderclap by 5 seconds. I'll go for crowd control, because at the moment I'm just sort of like fine. I'm not too worried about what the towers are doing. So obviously these computers are going to be pretty damn basic. If you go into the brush, sort of like the bushes, your hero becomes invisible. I want to stand in this little stuff. So you can see it's yellow, it means it's contested. That bar isn't going to go up or down, so that's pretty good. And then once the enemy hero is dead, the bar starts going back up. We're leveling up quickly, up to level 7 now already. Battle momentum, basic attacks reduce your abilities cooldowns by 0.5 seconds, so if you're constantly attacking, that's good. Or block, periodically it reduces the damage received from hero basic attacks by 50%. Stores up to 2 charges. I'm going to go for DPS route, but obviously the other one is pretty good for, you know, if you're trying to go for survival. And he's trying to kite me back into the towers. Not gonna happen. Look at that. Look at that position. Don't think so. Where you going, bro? You still trying to take that, are you? Have we got both of the things yet? Because they're slacking at the bottom. They still haven't got it down there. Oh no, Reyna's working on it, so I'm going to see if I can get it down to the middle. Hopefully take the Dragon Knight, if Reyna's successful in doing that. I see the enemy out there to stop me. Come on. Oh, we've lost it up the top. Malfurion, what you doing, bro? I'll leave it for 2 seconds. Come on, you got that. Has he got it? No, he hasn't got it. What are you doing? Come on, go back. Go get it. We've got the bottom one. We need the top one. He's working on it. Yeah, you can finish off Reyna. Even if he penetrates you. And this is it. The dragon will be mine. Hang on a second. What's he doing? I guess it takes a while to get it cracking. I think we're going to need to push them back a little bit more before I'm actually going to get the dragon. Avatar or Haymaker? It does do a lot of damage at Haymaker. I'm going for DPS build, so I'm actually going to go for Haymaker. Have a Storm Bolt. That's how it's done, Malfurion.
Well fought.
Damn right, well fought. Freaking owned it. Come on. So we got the top one, but now the bottom one's going down, but coming back. So this is it. This is it. It's really happening. This is it. Oh, cheeky dodge. Good one. Hooper, you gonna go down? Yeah, you're going down. Don't get in there, Lily. It's mine. Oh, Malfurion. Why are you at the top? We need a stronger hero at the top because Malfurion's a healer, really. He's getting his ass kicked by Reyna.
A mercenary camp, huh?
Ah, right-click the statue. I see. Well, when you know. Got my Haymaker back already. 344 damage. Mana seems to be pretty good in this. I don't have to worry about mana too much. That is fun. Smacking them. That's good fun. Oh, Reyna, stop it. Right, once these down, there should be no more resistance for the top. So that's kill. Bottom's there. This is it. This is it. Right-clicking that statue. Unleashing the beast. That's why I got kicked out of public parks. Cute. So that basically is like a cone of fire. And let's give you a cheeky punt. Oh, she managed to survive. Darn it. So yeah, your W ability is Savage Charge. It's like a super version of Haymaker. Which is, oh, what the hell are you coming back for more, are you? Up the ass. It's slowed down a bit since I'm playing the Dragon Knight. Feels like the FPS has gone down a little bit more. It's getting a bit crazy now. Burning Rage, that's damage to people over time, so that's cool. You're going to get it. You just got to use that ability off cooldown, haven't you? It is too fun. Even if it's on a minion. So the towers seem to be down and out of ammo, and they take a lot of damage to the Dragon Knight. So I think you go for the forts here, or the towers. I'm not sure which you would go for. Come on, who's going to resist? Oh, Dragon Knight! No. Oh well. Once the Dragon Knight's down, that's it. You're out. Did you hear that? Bowling ball. I get it. Haymaker. So it knocks all enemies back as well. Hitting enemies in the way, knocking them back. So that's pretty cool. It's got a pretty short cooldown as well. So even your heroic abilities can be sort of active quite a lot of the time, which makes the gameplay more fun. And that's one of the things I really like about this game, is it's held true to the Diablo 3 engine, which is basically where... This is obviously StarCraft 2 engine, but what I mean by that is, if you've ever played Diablo 3, when you kill mobs, as long as you've got the setting, the physics engine set up properly, then when you kill mobs, they go flying. They get torn to pieces. They're like little ragdolls, that is. And it's it's fantastic. I just know. This is built for me, isn't it? Really, just going all the time. I can't help it. I really can't. And you can body block in this game as well, so that's pretty neat. Oh, damn it, he got away! Oh wait, no, he didn't. He's coming back. Suicide! So at the top you can see when the enemies are coming back, so that's a nice clear way to indicate. And if there's too many heroes all dead at the same time, if you hover over the icon, it drags them out, and you can see that they're all coming out very shortly. So you know that in about 12 seconds time you're going to get screwed by 3 heroes in a row. Come on, Morrigan. Oh, Terrible pulls him in. Oh, damn it. They move a bit quicker than my ability to go off. You get Athanasium. A bit unnecessary, isn't it? Ah, what's going on there? slowed down. Is it an ability I've got to reactivate? Or did it just bug out? I think it might have bugged out a little bit. Because I've still got it. I used it on a hero and then the hero died like instantly, and now I've still got this green arrow. My hero's moving kind of bizarrely slow. Huh. Okay, well I'm gonna... This is alpha, so... No. That's something we just discovered. Ah, that Stormbolt doesn't go off as quickly as I'd like it to. I want it to go off quicker. Let's choose another talent. Let's have a little look. Executioner, basic attacks deal 40% more damage against slowed, rooted or stunned targets, so that's what you're using Thunderclap for then. Enemies that attack you have their attack speed, so we'll go with Executioner. I haven't had to get back yet. Regeneration Globes, we like those. Like my green arrow still there, so we can use that. Stun on him, do that, and
Enemy team
my Haymaker thing's still... I don't know if I can use it anymore. The cooldown doesn't seem to be coming off it. Anyway. We've got the... Night Elf. Oh, it's like a little catapult globe thrower thingy. Oh, there we go. Haymaker finally going off there. And I'm about to go down. Thank you, Lily. You little cheeky healer. Cheeky Pandora. Luther's coming back. Run away from Luther. Jeez. I'm just gonna enjoy any hero that involves big sort of movements, like that encourage me to go like this. And then if I had Haymaker, there'd be another but there isn't one, I'm afraid, because I don't have Haymaker on cooldown. Getting pretty body blocked by my allies, so that's something to pay attention to, is you can get blocked. So you've got to be always bearing in motion of your environment as well. Who's in your way, essentially. Just give them a cheeky stump. See, there's so many opportunities to go, it's ridiculous. It's Tauren Chieftain all over. Taking too much damage here. Back a little bit. Get back into the battle. I guess we'll just finish it, shall we? Nah, I can't type to enemies. Looks like I can maybe type to allies. Okay, my allies are noobs anyway. That FPS, up it goes! Because of the victory! Yay. Do we get a scoreboard or anything? Oh. Close to level 8. Look at that! Look at that, nice! I just got you level 8! And I got you a cheeky 600 gold. You get some hero talents. How about that? Congratulations, you unlocked hero talents. For more information, view the details of a hero in the shop. Oh, that's cheeky. Go to that shop and spend some money. Okay. So you get all the rewards. This is encouraging those players that like to say big numbers and go, oh, look, I'm doing so well. Look at me. So yeah, you get more experience. So depending on how well you play in the game, gives you a little bit more experience. So that encourages players to actually do a bit better, doesn't it? Rather than being, you know, too AFK. So here we can see Moradin. I've got 30 takedowns, so that's pretty beastly. And the enemy team were really bad. What were they doing? Mechanics. So that was using the Dragon Knight. 0 deaths, like a pro. And yeah, Moradin leading the team like a boss. Game time 13-18. So the game times in Heroes of the Storm are generally very short, so it's good for players that want to just get in and get out. So you can play a lot of games in one day, or just play a couple and be like, yeah, that's my lunch break done. Back to work. So yeah, that's cool. That's your practice game. And yeah, if you click on more links, I guess I'll take you through to other sections. What was the next one? I think it was play with a cooperative or something like that, but I don't have any friends. At least not on this one. So yeah, I think it'll probably play versus, well, versus next. So we'll delve into that. So we won't worry about play again. Because we beat those noobs. So come out of this, leave. Level 8 hero talents. So that means that if you go to shop, you click on, say, a hero, and then you go to talents, level 10, these are unlocked. Is that what that means? Because some of this stuff was unlocked. I assume it means something like that.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is no longer unlocked, or locked rather.
Speak, pup.
Yeah, this little guy here is sexy time. He has to wear diapers still. Murloc slide sucks. I like the ragdoll effect. If I swing him around, the fish swings too. Huh, he got stunned, what the hell? What's he got stunned for? Maybe that's just because I'm moving him about so much. See if I can do the same to Stitch. Is like going to be one of my favourite heroes because of the hook. And I'm spent. Oh my god. I think I might actually have to just put that as like a mini video. It's just like a 15-second clip on the channel. Because I think that just says it all. Jesus. That's brilliant. And the position of him as well. That's ridiculous. Oh, I've got a very dirty mind. Okay, well let's come out of that and go into play. It's a match with other players against the AI. Oh, I see. I could do that. I guess I'll do one of each. Because once I've done these, I'm not going back to them, basically. So let's match with... Let's do cooperative. Match with other players against the AI. This will give me a chance to maybe play a more complex hero like Nazeebo. I want to say Nazeeba. Why are you Nazeebo now? Tassadar, Zeratul, Blood Brothers. Okay, we'll play Nazeebo since I can't play Gazlo, and I want to play Gazlo, but I can't. I can handle it. It's like little Goblin Tinker. He's so good. I love that guy. Okay, so you can see the skins, the mounts, and the abilities. Corpse Spiders, so basically this is all the Diablo 3 abilities. Zombie Wall, Plague of Toads, Gargantuan, Ravenous Spirit, and Voodoo Ritual. Auto attacks deal damage over time. Killed enemies restore health and mana, so very good if you want to spread your deeps out, and then you can benefit. It's a bit like the Poison Orb from the Night Elf, except the Poison Orb actually doesn't technically kill a unit. It can't kill a unit by itself. It will take it down to 1 health, but it will never take it any lower than that.
I hear the call.
Let's start this off then. Just waiting on the other heroes, I think. We're searching for a cooperative game, and a Zebu looks ready. That troll head is bigger than her own. I think, no, it's a he. I think it's a he, actually. It definitely looks like a he, because that's the male model for the Diablo 3 Witch Doctor. Obviously, because this is an alpha, it will take a bit longer to find games, I think. So, there's less players to search for, but once the game goes into beta and then eventually comes out, there's going to be a ridiculous amount of people playing this, so I imagine that search times will be very short, but this is one of those kind of games that's really going to reward people for playing with their friends, because you're going to get bonus experience, because they said that. You get bonus experience for playing with your friends, and also it's a strategy team-based game. In fact, this is probably more team-based than any other MOBA or hero brawler out there. And obviously they all argue to be team-based in their own little ways, but this one really heavily depends on just people kind of PvEing it up by the seams of it and doing the mechanics of the game, unleashing the mercenaries, and just working together in that sense. Don't know what's going to happen, whether I'm going to find all 4 people at once, or someone's just going to pop in every now and then. I definitely am searching. Elapsed wait is 106 seconds, elapsed time is 114 seconds, so ooh. It's taking a bit longer. Let's have a look at the abilities then. So, corpse spiders damage enemies in an area. Summoning temporary spiders that attack. So that's pretty neat. Just keeps people on your opponent's back. Summon zombie wall is summon a temporary ring of zombies that trap and attack. Plague of toads, summon a wave of exploding toads. So they're like sort of AoE DPS. Gargantuan is apparently supposed to be ridiculously good. Spawn a Gargantuan that grabs enemy minions to deal area damage. I think he's been buffed as well. Ravenous Spirit always seemed pretty cool anyway. But judging based on the Gargantuan buffs that I've heard about, I might be going for that. Channeled spell that creates a spirit dealing area damage. So that sort of like summons a temporary zombie type creature spirit that sort of like chases down enemies, or you can target where it goes and it does high damage to anything that it's essentially near. And of course the voodoo ritual, which gives you health and mana if you manage to. So if I just sort of put a dot on each minion, I don't know what the cooldown is, you know, whether it has like a timer on it. So if I put a dot on like a little minion and it dies 50 seconds later, do I still get health and mana, or is there like a 15-second time period where that mob has to die? The game is ready. 4 other players have been found. We've got Zeratul, Tassadar, Arthas, and Sonya, alongside Nazeebu on Blackheart's Bay. Collect doubloons, doubloons, doubloons. Attack treasure chests, mercenaries, and skeletons to collect doubloons. Turn into doubloons, handing your doubloons over to Blackheart, or you will drop them all when you die. And bombard your enemies. After receiving enough doubloons from your team, Blackheart will bombard your enemy's force. Druid, Druid, Druid. That loading bar is a tease. It's a tease. I will be back in a very quick moment.
Choose a talent! Get ready for battle, you landlubbers! Alright, I'm giving you 10 seconds! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Now let's see some action! Ha ha!
Well, there it is. I'm the AFK ally noob. Let's have a look at the talents. Demolitionist. Do basic attacks against enemy structures, destroy 2 ammo. So this is a specialist hero, so you're looking at basically trying to do damage to the buildings more than you are the enemy players. So I'm going to go with Demolitionist.
Yes.
Now, who's down what lane? I think this is one lane, that's one lane, and that's another.
There's treasure on the docks.
Arr.
Be quick
Let's
and
aim for
grab
some
it.
treasure then. They've got quite a lot of action going up at the top.
My
Chuck some spiders. There's my zombie walls and plague of toads. Go to the old laggity lag. Can I damage these chests with abilities, or I think you can only damage them with actual auto attacks by the looks of it. A little bit of lag, but it's okay. This is technically on the American servers, so I'm going to have more of a delay than if I was on European servers, which don't even exist. Let's chuck some toads at these guys. Okay, that was a short amount of toads. Can I get a new ability? Not yet. Got to get that level up. More toads. Oh, I see. It's like a one-off ability. And then you can start attacking again. So when I'm attacking, really, I should be sort of aiming to hit each enemy minion once and then kill them with a plague of toads. And wow, that guy was aggro. Choose a talent or die! You deal 25% increased damage to minions and mercenaries. Corpse spiders create 3 additional spiders over the impact location. Poison an enemy hero. Oh, that's if I want to go for enemy hero kills. But I'm kind of concentrating on thing in the thing. Give target. I'll go with increased damage, minions and mercenaries. I don't know actually. I like the idea of screwing over enemy heroes. That's the ability 1. So when you pick up new abilities like that, you have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra abilities you can have, potentially. I doubt you will go up to that many, but that's pretty cool. So I want to hit everything once if I can. Try and get a cheeky hit, because it's doing damage over time. Chuck some toads at them, have a good time. Maybe some spiders as well. Get some health and mana back when those guys die. See, that's working then. Second my health. Yep. No, that was that level up? That was leveling up. Darn it. I need to try to work this out. So we're going to hit that guy once. And when he goes down, we're going to see whether I get my health. Should be soon. He's not going down. Come on. Work with me here. Okay. I don't know whether that worked. I'll worry about it later. Oh, that's stun. That them there stun. I can't use my zombie walls. No, no, no. So this hero isn't really a particular hero brawler. I just put a nasty poison there. That's nasty. It's a minute long cooldown, but 300 damage is pretty heavy. The zombies are on him. Trying to DPS that Oofa. But I'm getting whacked by Sergeant Hammer. The bombardment of truth actually took out Oofa with splash damage there on the towers. Nice. Okay, let's have a look. Oh no, Oofa's coming back. Run! Bloody Oofa's pissed. Look at him. Aha, down he goes. He ran out. So I could call down a mule. A mana mule. Increases the explosion. I like that. We'll go for more explosive toads.
Yes.
I get a new poison. I guess you can see what it works because your hero gets this sort of purple shield every time basically a minion dies. Gonna loot the hell out of Sergeant Hammer there. Look at that. So I think I would still get the takedown there, even though I technically didn't get the last hit because I think Tassadar cheekily took it. But it would still count as a takedown for me. Yeah, that would probably be about right. So here, if you use the tab ability, you can see your XP earned, your takedowns, your deaths, your doubloons paid. I've not paid any doubloons. How many doubloons do we need? There's more to be had. I don't know what I was doing with that. Just using abilities casually. And I can cancel the zombies by the looks of it. So let's attack for more doubloons. And if we look at him, I don't see how many doubloons we need. Ah, here we go, down here. 0 out of 12. Oh, wait, wait. Oh, yes, cheeky bugger. That deeps, that's Sergeant Hammer, what a noob. Tassadar! Going for the last hit once more.
Well done.
I've got 9 doubloons to hand in, so it's quite a lot. I think we should hand these in now. It looks like we're oh, I forget you can mount.
Choose a talent.
Let's hand those in. Choose a talent whilst I'm at it. Gargantuan. Yeah. I can't control the Gargantuan, but I can still summon him. And he can do some things. Quick, give me some credit for this. I want some credit. Almost screwed over Arthas there by blocking it. And now I'll get your doubloons. Let's gank Moradin and Ufa. 2 versus 1. Oh no, that didn't go well. See if I can get some health back.
Seems we've reached an accord. Let's
there's that
show your
music.
enemies.
Warcraft
I got
2.
a good time.
They got good taste. I got that poison.
Fire, you blackguard.
Get that Uber down. Still haven't used my Gargantuan yet. I might use it when we get closer to the towers. I can sprint. So let's see, test that out. So we get new abilities. So we just oh, Uber. Don't hate on me, bro. It's just the game. Don't blame the player, blame the game. So we've got sprint. Let's get the Gargantuan out. See how well he does. Might be able to actually take down Moradin. No, he's going to run back behind the towers. The Gargantuan, you've got to remember these are 2 heavy towers at the moment, and this is kind of early on, so he did pretty well, considering the situation I put him in. Ufa, it's not my fault, let me go. You can actually use these zombies as a blockade, so if you're worried about the enemy getting to you, they can actually kill the zombies by the looks of it, so they can make a gap. That's really cool, actually. So your allies can work together with you, and make a gap. Oh, nice try there, Nazeebo, as you otherwise know. Let's use that sprint, get in there and put the poison dot on him. Oh, it wouldn't let me do it. Maybe I'm out of mana. I don't know. It does 600 damage though, that would have done loads. I'm pretty low on mana. I should probably stop trying to 1 versus 3 and 1 versus 2. Let's get back. Use a cheeky moonwell, as I'm going to call them for now.
We must not.
And I got my mana back. Let's get back into the action. Gotta say, I'm not exactly playing this hero like a specialist hero. I'm playing it. I'm quite clearly going to enjoy the more active combat type heroes. We want to trap them and get some zombies up on them. Let's get a Gargantuan in there. We can have some fun. Sprint and get away from him. Gotcha. That was a bit of a gank fest. Oh, Ufa, what the fuck you doing, bro? He really holds a grudge, doesn't he? That Ufa. Rainer's Raiders came out and then went away. Sorry, mate. Rewind, activate to reduce the cooldown of your basic abilities. I'm just going to keep going for these active abilities. I think a really high level player would probably use these. But it's obviously quite a lot more effort because it's more hotkeys. There's a few more hotkeys than just Q and W and E and R. Now I've got 3 extra on top of it. As well as there's like mount abilities and such.
You're in the mood for some treasure.
Oh, that was a nasty little shot. Get there. I'm going to die in a second. I'm really asking for trouble. This is Warcraft 3 all over again. I just keep constantly fighting on the edge of disparity. There we go. I'll get back now. You say that using the zombie wall on the enemy towers wastes their ammo. Yeah, I've seen people do that in the streams. It's pretty cool. He's a cool specialist hero. So we use zombie wall, plague of toads, spiders, and Gargantuan, and then use rewind. My basic abilities are basically all back, but Gargantuan's cooldown didn't seem to change. So yeah, you can see it's the basic abilities. Doesn't obviously work on your heroic abilities.
Of course.
Cool. Not bad. I don't know if that's so well suited to the Nazeebo, unless you want to put down 2 zombie walls in a row. It could be pretty critical. We're getting pretty screwed here. I do take a lot of damage though, so I've got to be careful with that. It's got Avatar on at the moment. There's 4 of them, so I've got to be really careful. Can't get too cocky. Especially since one of them has quite a long range, I think. I really don't do much damage. Until I can get that poison, which seems really good. 690 damage. It's a 1 minute cooldown, it's not that long. It's kind of like, that's a huge amount of damage compared to how much damage my other abilities do. I don't know. Ah, I blocked us. If you do block yourself, you can always cancel the ability. I keep seeming to screw over Arthas this game. I think we're getting into trouble, and they keep wanting to go for me, maybe. Ouch. Ufa definitely holds a grudge. I've not got much mana. I blow through it too much. I think with Nazeebo, you should be focusing more on killing minions. I keep getting into contact with these enemy heroes. So if I'm hitting all these minions and doing that, I'm going to get lots of mana back, potentially. That's what I'm after. You want to be like a consistent pain in the enemy's butt, basically. You know, you just want to be doing loads of damage, consistent damage, rather than just burst damage and then like, okay, I'm out of mana and health, so see you later. So I should be able to get my health and mana back a lot better now. Come on, Nazeebo. Sergeant Hammer. Nice dodge, bro. Oh, he's dodging it all. The toads are kind of slow. Spread that deeps. Give me that mana and health back. It'd probably just be quicker to go back to base and use the Moonwell. You can use the Moonwell once every 90 seconds, I think.
Looks like you're in.
Almost.
Fire, you blackguard!
Some good damage.
Your death comes. Spirits
Fire that catch, or I'll fire your skull at them instead!
Give me my mana. Still not getting much mana. It's almost not worth using abilities. I feel like I'm a bit choked for mana. Almost up to level 20 now, so it's going to be super gargantuan time.
Looks like you just lost a
Try and hit these ones.
Who's got the coin for me,
Gargantuan's
sir?
going to tear through them. Give me that mana. So far you can see your core health is 100%, 100%, but soon we're going to be taking down their core. Super nuke him. Look at that nuke. And it still wasn't quite enough because Ufa had his back, I think. But I put everything down there. I even used rewind to get some extra abilities off. Can't save you, bro, but I can use sprint to get the hell out of there. So I'm going to do that.
Hope you're in the mood for some treasure!
Human Gold. Activate Bolt of the Storm to go to anywhere. It's a nearby location though, so I don't think that's overpowered anymore. I think it used to be able to take you anywhere on the map. You are no longer dismounted from taking damage. Increases mount speed to 60%. We want a beastie humongoid though. It's all about the combat. So what is that cooldown? And if I use that Moonwell there, does that affect other Moonwells? I can't use it anyway, unless maybe I use an ability. Cooldown remaining 100 seconds. Does that count for all possible Moonwells? Ah, it does. So the one at the bottom and the one at the top. They're all linked. Oh, hello. Ah! Yeah, Moradin can get out of that. Bad move. Don't really want a 1 versus 4 again. Ufa, forgive me. You can get one of them stuck as well. That's pretty good. Ziba time! Gonna blow you up. We've got quite a lot of burst damage, but Ufa just made her invulnerable. What a dickhead. Coming for you, Nazeebo. Take him out. And Ufa's still jabbing me in the back.
Not getting up.
Ufa never forgets, does he?
Without
Try to hit as many of these as I can to get as much health back. Don't know if I took the talent to actually increase the amount. You can check up on the talents that you did take, but like I say, you can't actually change them. I didn't go for the one that Blood Ritual increases the health and mana granted by Voodoo Ritual, which actually probably would have been better looking back on it. Hindsight, eh? Chuck some corpse spiders. That core. Moradin wants to get stuck. The only problem with using that zombie wall is it actually gets your other heroes stuck as well, so you've got to be prepared to let them out. There's Ufa. There's potential huge loot, you know. It's good fun. You can really nuke people down. Like that. If you're actually watching my abilities getting used, it'd be a bit easier than me trying to explain it whilst I'm doing it. Yeah, look at that backflip. Nazeebu, pretty chuffed with himself. Awesome. Well, that was the cooperative versus the AI. Let's see what we got for that. It's 18 minutes for that victory. Not bad. I was beaten by Arthas by 1 for the takedowns. Not really supposed to be a takedown hero, but I can't resist. Don't know how they died though. Anyway, you can see that you can invite the players to your party, so if you were interested in playing with them again, like if I say Cerator was a really cool player and he was awesome, I might want to invite him to a party, or I don't know if you can chat them. I think when you invite them to a party it creates a private chat channel. I never liked BattleNet 2.0, or as it's been known to be called, 0.2, because Warcraft 3 nailed it. It's a really old system, BattleNet 1.0, but they nailed it. The chat systems, the game, the lobbies, just the communities were so good, and StarCraft 2 became this kind of isolated, desolate wasteland almost, with these kind of weird chat channels that you create privately, and no one's actually in this big community chat channel anymore, and it just doesn't feel the same. So that's a shame, and I hope they fix that or do something about that, but I'm not got high hopes for it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, then feel free to subscribe, like and comment, and check out future videos, because next video I will be discovering the big one, I suppose, and it's going to be the one for the future until they unlock more modes in this game, and that is of course player versus player. So join me for that.